Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Tarot Wisdom. For all of you who have subscribed to the channel, I greatly appreciate it. I can't express how much I appreciate it. Thank you very much. For those who are browsing through, I hope you like what you see and return. For those who are new also, I would like to welcome you all. I invite you all to like, subscribe, and share. Subscription to the channel means a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel to send out positive messages. If you like what you see, subscribe. You can even, I invite comments also. I invite all you guys to look at your ascendant, which is your rising, and your moon sign. If you don't know that, click the description box under the video, under my video, and it will show two websites. They are not my websites, but it will show two websites on there that you can go to and plug in your information and find out your natal chart. Now when you go to the one site, astro.com, maybe both sites, but when you go on those sites, if you do not know your time of birth, put in 12 midnight. That way it will give you an accurate natal chart. Okay, because everybody doesn't know their time of birth, but 12 midnight, usually the placements in the sky haven't changed that much for that day. So yes, Capricorn, this is your mid-June reading from the 16th until the 30th. I also wanted you guys to know that I am available for readings. I do them via video and email it to you. If you want that information, go to my About section, and my email address is in there, and the prices. My email address is tarotwisdomforyou@gmail.com. But you know, you guys can look that up for yourselves. I take payment through PayPal. If you guys do not have PayPal, I can take it through Venmo or Cash App. That way you guys will have a record of any payment that you sent me. And also I would send another receipt to you just as a confirmation, you know, just so you can have for your own records. With that being said, yes, I'm going to start this Capricorn reading. And once again, welcome you all. I'm happy to be back here with you. Okay, Capricorn, so you start off with the Justice card. So you're feeling justice over something. You go in to the King of Wands, and then it's the Hangman. Okay. Then you have the Four of Swords. Then you have the Three of Wands. And then you have the Seven of Wands. And I did pull a clarifier for that Seven of Wands. Now in your reading, it looks like I didn't pull a clarifier for the Justice card, but it looks like you have justice over a situation. And this is the only reading I did today that it comes out. It may have been a fire sign. Okay, you feel justified. I don't know if it's a relationship. I don't know if it's a business partnership, but this, you feel justice, and it might not be something bad. It may be something good. Like maybe you guys came around to a better understanding or some type of agreement. But justice is here for you. Justice is here for you, and if it's not about a fire sign, being though justice was granted towards you, you can now take action with the King of Wands coming up. The King of Wands is all about action. It's the fire suit. And then you have the Hangman. So you're going to start looking at things differently. They say the Hangman is like stagnation, but it's not. Because if you look at that halo around his head, he's being enlightened. The halo here, he's being enlightened. He's looking at things in a different way. So you may come to some type of realization about a situation this month. And also, you're going to need some rest. This is just, it could come after a revelation that you had, but you need mental rest. It can also come after a sickness. If you were recently ill with a cold, pneumonia, the flu, any type of illness, you need a rest. Okay, that's showing in the cards that you need a rest. But soon, let me get my cat. Okay, soon you see opportunity coming in, and that's great. You see opportunity coming in, and it's action that you would have to take. But the downside of it is you have this Seven of Swords. They call it the Thief card. But in this reading, there is something that you are not trusting. Whatever you see coming, you're not trusting it. Okay? Whatever you see on the horizon, I don't know if you're going to take action on it. Even though this is an action card and it's stating that you would take action because you see your ships coming in, but for some reason you are not trusting it. And I pulled the clarifier to see why wouldn't they be trusting it? And the Six of Cups came up. So that's the nostalgia card. It may be something from the past that reminds you of what you see coming. Okay? What you see coming. Even though, you know, it's you should be taking a different look and being enlightened and getting your rest on that situation. You know, getting your rest after an illness or on a situation. When you see your ships coming in that to take action, I believe you are going to be hesitant because, you know, we do go through cycles, and this is reminding you of something from the past. Okay, it could be a fond memory. Usually the Six of Cups is a fond memory, but it didn't always have to turn out like to the best. It didn't have to turn out to the best. It could be some fond memories in there, but you're not trusting it. You know, so that's like the outcome. That you do have opportunities coming in. You do have justice in a situation. And like I said, I read for, this is a general reading, so it can be for so many Capricorns, so only you guys would know what situation you had justice in, and now you can take further action, okay, with that King of Wands coming up beside it. You can take further action, and you can take a minute to look at things differently now. With that halo, that's spiritual enlightenment. That's what the Hangman is all about. It's not all about just sitting around waiting for your ships to come in, because your ships are coming in. You know, after you get that enlightenment and get that rest, because, you know, like I said, you from whatever you were going through to get this justice, you're tired mentally, or you are recovering from some type of sickness, okay? But the ships are still coming in, you know, and you know, your feeling of distrust is something that I can't tell you, oh, go ahead and trust it. Those are your feelings, you know. It was clarified by Cups energy. It was clarified by the Six of Cups. So, you know, this energy is mental energy brought on by emotions of the past. So I can't be the one to tell you, oh, go ahead and trust this new thing that's coming up, because it's so similar to something from the past that you may have fears and apprehensions about. So whatever is coming up, you know, I would suggest you pray on it. Don't involve too many people in your decision, you know. Pray on it, and I believe that you do have wisdom within yourself. You know, with this hangman, you can always go back to that perspective, that intuition, that spiritual guidance that you gain through that experience of the hangman. All this is running out throughout the 16th through the 30th, maybe into July. But yeah, you have it within you. You know, that halo around his head is enlightenment. So even though mentally you have this apprehension because of an emotional past, you know, I don't know if you're going to let your ships coming in pass you by because of that. That decision is up to you. And, you know, we all make the choices for our highest good, you know. We all make the choices for our own individual reasons. So, I don't know if I told you this, guys. I'm not doing oracle cards. I'm reading from Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. Of course, it's not Doreen Virtue's words. These are the words of the Christ. So, I do oracle cards. I do the Egyptian oracle cards. I do Ascended Master oracle cards. So, I wanted to do, you know, give people, you know, some uplifting quotes from Yeshua, Jesus, and see how that works out for you. Maybe it's something you can meditate on, because it does look like you're having a little bit of apprehension, and it does look like possibly you do need rest. You do need a mental rest, because it could have been an illness, a recent illness, or just, you know, just the battles of everyday life. You know, we all need a rest sometimes. So let me read what the card that came out for you guys says. This card has come out for a lot of people, so I believe that the spirit world wants us to really take this to heart. It says, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. And that was taken from Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 20. So basically, he's saying, you know, you guys, if you don't know, the mustard seed is like the smallest seed in the world. It's the smallest seed in the world, but it creates the biggest tree. So, you know, basically it's saying, you know, if you can have the tiniest bit of faith, you know, and it can grow. 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 So, you know, that's something maybe you guys, you know, want to meditate on. And that was from Yeshua's words. And I hope that whatever situation that looks very positive, is action oriented, that's coming towards you guys, that this doubt and concern that you had because of an emotional past doesn't stop you. But you would have your own reason for if it does stop you from moving on to the next level. You know, I would totally understand that. Everybody had those points in their lives. But I'm wishing for the best for you guys, you Capricorns. You know, most of y'all good people. So, you know, all the best to you. Love you guys. I will be back with your July reading, July monthly reading. So until then, I wish you well. Peace.